Sitting here messing around. Hello, you beautiful people. Another beautiful day. Yeah. It's it's Tuesday, not Monday. Monday was yesterday. Hope your 5 senses work. Hope y'all doing good. Look, I'm supposed to be sitting here talking about video games, but this caught my attention. The title of this video is called this: Facebook whistleblower publicity stunt. Okay? I didn't even see the entire interview. But the jealousy and envy of Facebook, the jealousy and envy of Mark Zuckerberg continues. Okay? I just seen this on my phone. Listen to this. Listen to this. Facebook whistleblower says Mark Zuckerberg never set out to make hateful platform, but that he allowed choices that gives hateful content more reach. The interview was a publicity stunt, and I didn't even see the whole thing. But based on this whole sentence, let me read it again. Facebook whistleblower says Mark Zuckerberg never set out to make a hateful platform, but that he allowed choices that gives hateful content more speech. Let's set the record straight. Every person that walks this earth, okay, is responsible for the choices they make in life, okay? Every person, kids, teenagers, adults, senior citizens, they're all responsible for the choices they make in life, okay? No one is exempt. Facebook is a social media platform, right? Social media. Social, right? So what that means is that you are responsible for the things you say and do and post on Facebook. It's not Mark Zuckerberg's fault. It is you. Okay? So this statement that that Mark Zuckerberg never set out to make hateful platform. Who said Facebook was hateful? It was you. The person who was interviewed on 60 Minutes, right? You are the one that said are saying that Facebook is a hateful platform when it really isn't. When it really comes down to the individual, the person that's using the platform. Let me give you 2 examples. Let me give you 2 examples. Let's say you have kids, right? Let's say you got kids, and you got a house. You got a house, right? And then you've been raising your kids all these years, right? Okay. And then you tell your kids, you got a stove in the kitchen. You tell your kids, okay, don't play with the stove or you'll get burned, right? Or better yet, you're about to go on vacation, right? So you left the house to the kids, right? You left the house to the kids because you and your wife went on vacation. You left the kids at home, and right? And you tell them this, and this, right? You tell them the rules to the house, right? You guys went on vacation, right? You warn them about the stove, and you warn them about the house, right? You guys went on vacation. And then you came back, and then the house is all damaged. Whose fault is it? The parents or the kids? It's the kids. Why? Because you want to see if they were responsible or not. You warned them about the stove, you warned them about the house, and one day you decide to go on vacation and you left them in the house. And then you come back and then they hurt themselves and the house is damaged. Whose fault is it? It's the kids. Why? Because you're teaching them the art of responsibility, right? Okay. Example number 2. I'm gonna use EA Sports to show you what I'm talking about. Disney gave EA Sports the rights to Star Wars. EA had executive privilege. That means no one else can make Star Wars, right? But then EA decide to go put loot boxes in Star Wars and try to charge people extra after they already paid for the game. And then Disney decided to step in, right? Before that, EA decided to go challenge European Union, and they lost that battle. But then Disney decided to step in and take away that privilege. Whose fault is it? It's EA's, right? And whose fault is it with the kids damaging the house after the parents warned them? It's the kids. Okay? So everybody is responsible for the choices they make. Now, back to this. Back to this Facebook thing. Let me read this again. Facebook whistleblower says Mark Zuckerberg never set out to make hateful platform, but that he allows choices that give hateful content more reach. What you mean he allowed? Facebook is a social media platform. That means everybody knows the rules. That everybody that uses Facebook knows the rules. What you mean he allowed? Isn't the person that's posting the hateful speech or the hateful content, or the person that's showing their body parts on social media, aren't they responsible for the choices they make? This interview on 60 Minutes was a big publicity stunt, and it was an attack on Mark Zuckerberg when he had nothing to do with the situation. And this woman was looking for attention. Okay? Everybody that walks this earth is responsible for the choices they make. When you get on social media, you have a conscience. You know the rules, and you know the outcome. Okay? If you post hateful speech, you're going to receive backlash. Okay? Why is this woman sitting on 60 Minutes acting like people don't have choices in the decisions they make? So what this interview just did was make Facebook even more stronger. That's all it did. Okay? You're talking about, let me read this again. You say what? Facebook whistleblower says Mark Zuckerberg never set out to make a hateful platform. Who said it was hateful in the first place? From the day Facebook was created, did Mark Zuckerberg came out and let the world know that it was a hateful platform? Who said it was hateful? It's you, the woman that's sitting on 60 Minutes. That's sitting on 60 Minutes saying that. Who said Facebook was hateful? And what you're doing is relieving the person who created the hateful content. Who said it was hateful? That's you saying that. Wait a minute. Let me read this again. Facebook whistleblower says Mark Zuckerberg never set out to make hateful platform, but that he allowed. What you mean he allowed? He never allowed it. It's people who made the decision to do it. So what you're doing, based on the statement that you're saying in this article on Yahoo, is that you're relieving the woman is relieving the person who posts the content of wrongdoing in the first place. So why are you blaming Facebook? Like I said before, every person that walks this earth is responsible for the choices and decisions they make. Okay? And they got to accept the consequences of their actions, of what they do. The 60-minute video was a big publicity stunt. Okay? Because ain't it funny? Isn't it funny that after the 60-minute interview, then Facebook went offline? This was planned. The whole thing was planned. The whole thing was planned. But all you just did was make Facebook even more stronger. That's all you just did. Like I tell people before, Microsoft and Facebook is the gatekeepers of the IT world. Okay? And if you want to get anywhere in IT, you got to go through them. You just made Facebook even more stronger. That's all you just did. See, she tried to sit there and tell people, she tried to sit there in an interview and try to act like that the user meaning the public that's using Facebook and the content that they put on Facebook is not responsible for the choices they make. That's what she is doing. When you really look at the interview, it's a big publicity stunt. Everybody in life is responsible for the choices they make. Right? Good decisions, bad decisions. Okay, whether in anything, it could be marriage, it could be marriage, work, friends, and anything. Okay, and social media is not exempt from that statement that I just said. Okay, so you are responsible for the things that you say and do and post on social media. Whether it's TikTok, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Snapchat, whether it's Twitter, whether it's MySpace, or even Facebook, you are responsible for the things you say, post, and do. Okay. One of the biggest things I've seen. One of the things I've seen in the media is when celebrities post something and they receive backlash for it. They try to sit there and act like they didn't do it. So what they say is, "Oh, my account was hacked," because they don't want to receive blame. No one on this earth is exempt from the problems they create. Okay? No one. And what this woman tried to do on this 60-minute interview was try to tarnish Mark Zuckerberg's name. She tried to act like the users, every single user that use Facebook, is not responsible for the things they post. Okay? But like I said, I'm gonna go back to the situation when the parents leave the kids at home and gave them rules and jurisdictions. If a parents have kids and they warn the kids, they've been raising the kids all their lives, right? Teach them the do's and the don'ts, and then one day they decide to go on vacation, and they gave the kids the keys to the house, and they decide to go on vacation, say somewhere in overseas, somewhere probably in China, Japan, probably Europe, probably Hawaii, wherever, South America, somewhere, right? They leave the kids the keys to the house, and they went on vacation, and then they come back and then the house is all messed up. Whose fault is it? It's the kids. Okay? It's the kids, because basically the parents was testing the kids out to see if they were responsible. Okay? It is the same thing with Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg made a social media platform, and people misused it. So this woman going on 60 Minutes, trying to make a case. All she did, it was a big publicity stunt. She tried what she was trying to do. She didn't want to hold the users, every single user that used Facebook, responsible. She tried to blame it all on Zuckerberg. But Zuckerberg can't control everybody. Everybody got their own mind and think their own different way. Okay? But everybody that uses Facebook is responsible for the choices of what they say and do with Facebook. So it's not Mark Zuckerberg's fault. It's the users. Okay? Get the point? So this woman that sit on 60 Minutes saying that she's a whistleblower, she just wasted her time. Okay? And that's what's going on here. I didn't even see the 60-minute video, but I can tell by the statement, based on what she said in the statement, that she did not want to hold the users, every single user that used Facebook, accountable for their actions. And that's what this comes down to. Okay? That's what it comes down to. So anyway, nice talking to you people. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Borg, dark side. I'm gone. Peace.